it's May 29th, 2026. We've had some warm weather, but we're back into the rain and high 50s today. Getting ready to go on vacation and just taking care of a couple things before I go. Been pulling some weeds in the yard, but quick tour of the garden. Bee balms coming back nice and hardy, and these other little beautiful heavens something. Got echinacea. Not sure that lovely is. Arugula came back from my fall planting. Been eating off of that for about a month. It's all going to seed, and I'll collect those when we return. Been getting a lot of rain. I would say we've probably gotten 5 inches this spring so far. Got some lilies in here, some more weeds we need to pull. Lovely spring onions. I think these are just a bunch of flowers I dropped in here last fall just to put them in a place. Definitely daffodils over there. As I know, I did that with my lilac bushes over here because I hadn't decided where I wanted them in my yard. So that's where they lived for the winter. Mid-March, when I planted my peas down yonder, I went ahead and planted some lettuces right here inside of my asparagus bed. The asparagus is really just a strip right here in the front, but I just dropped those green onions in there. But yeah, lots of different greens that we can have when we return home. One of my favorite countryside road weeds right there. Can't think of the name of that right now, but my owls, my scarecrows here protecting the blueberries. Already got some blossoms. We lost one bush over the winter. Rhubarb looking good, except for I used to have 4 and now there's 2. I planted some cilantro, and over here I did a row of turnips. Those are a few weeks along, and I can't remember what that flower is, maybe a bleeding heart. There's my sugar snap peas. We did 3 different kinds, and I planted some dill. I'll take a peek at that. Got potato beds ready. Last year I tried doing strawberries in here, but this little fabric shoe holder dried out too quick, so I threw some more lettuce seeds in there. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, here's the dill. I think this is where I'll put my cucumbers, so they can take over the land of peas. We built some new beds last year and used some faulty screws, so we have a couple repairs to make when we return, which is probably a good thing because I planted this horseradish root in here, and I think that was a poor move. It's gonna take over, so I'm gonna dig that out before we repair. Garlic only had about a 20% success rate in this bed, but about 90% in this one, which is great because I paid 0 pennies, $0 for it, because it was all that I had harvested last year. Mint, of course, in a container, no less. Get that contained, otherwise it grows crazy. And well, that's about it. I do have a little bit of asparagus that I planted over yonder. I've seen a few babies coming up, but that'll take 3 years to establish. I think I'm going to trim some more of these trees because my sun comes from over there in the morning, and then none of these guys are getting the adequate light they need. Mostly full sun down there, but we will make it work. We'll put who likes the sun the most in those beds down there, and the shade better over here. So pretty excited for 2026.